Hello YouTube fans, back again. And now I thought I'd do this. I've not done Chuck Norris, got his name right. I've not done Chuck Norris for a bit, I remember doing the Missing in Accents, and I remember doing, let me think, USA Enforcer, so I say USA Enforcer USA. Get it right then, Sarah? And if you wonder what that is, it's just my dog stats in the neck, if you can hear it. But I thought I'll do this one, just bear with me. If I'm doing that, it's getting on my nerves. But yeah, I thought I'd do this one. It's a good one, this, because it's sort of like Chuck Norris versus Michael Mathers. You could say it's Chuck Norris versus Jason Voorhees. What I mean about that, what do I mean? This film, as again, is called Silent Raids. It's basically opens up with a guy who's obviously got problems, mental problems, I should say, and he has to take tablets to time his way down because he's a bit of a psycho. And he has a psychiatrist and he's basically using it, and I can understand why. You've got this woman going, shut up, and you've got kids screaming and whining. It would send you around the fucking bend, but nevertheless, he does go really over the bend. He gets her ass, chases this poor woman all over the place because basically she's getting on his tits. Really, I'm thinking, why don't you just use the axe on the kids and all? Only talking on that, what I think about kids. These kids are annoying. They're noisy, they're irritating. You've got a woman with an horrible whining fucking voice, and he's basically chasing all around the house. You got one guy down to come into the restroom, a little too late. He gets an axe on his head. You don't see it, it's off steam, but you've got the idea he gets axed. And then long beyond the sheriff, that's been my hero, Chuck Norris. So Chuck Norris comes in, chases him, has an epic fight, but the bad guy gets shot up and you think he's dead. This is why the movie's called Silent Raids. I do actually like the partner in it and all who Chuck Norris hangs around with. He's sort of funny, yeah, he's a bit chubby, but there's a bit in it, when I'm speaking about my dog being annoying. He's talking about this dog, what he had when he was a kid, and he put his dog in a fidge. I'm not lying, I'm not making this up to make it sound funny. It is funny. He actually puts his fucking dog this poor dog, I should say, in a fidge, and he's wondering why it's turned into an ice tube. So that I thought was quite funny scene. It's kind of sad really because his partner gets killed almost at the middle of the end of the film, and they took the guy into hospital, but one of the doctors who's doing an operation, who's this charity, you've got one who's like a Frankenstein, I should pronounce it right, a Frankenstein type of character who's invented this new syrup, and basically they sort of bring the guy back from the dead. The one who's got shot up, the psycho, they bring him back from the fucking dead. Of all fucking stupid things. And this serum practically heals up his wounds. There's a bit where he's sewing off. He's got a knife and he cuts him there. The staple is what they use to do operations. And he cuts him there and it just heals up straight away. So that's what I mean. It becomes a horror and an action and a martial art film with my mate, Chuck Norris. And he just meet a girl halfway who's actually the sister of the one who's the psychiatrist. But that's where they make the mistake, because this guy is more of a psycho now, and he cannot die. You shoot him, don't do fuck all. Stab him, don't do fuck all. He is total and utter like Michael Mathers and Jason Voorhees. That is why I say, and I say it again, it's like Chuck Norris versus Michael fucking Mathers. It is. It's Chuck Norris versus Michael Mathers. There's bits in there, I should say, if I get it right, where I feel he sort of confronted the Doctor more. That's being Chuck Norris. There's a bit of a love scene in it. I didn't really think it was that needed. You got a bit of sloppy music. You got the idea he's having it away with his girlfriend, being Chuck Norris. And there's a bit also where you've got these bikers. This is a bit what always pisses me off about films, right? Always pisses me off because I've had some friends in the past who are bikers, and bikers in real life are not trouble tossers. This is me offending bikers. They are not trouble tossers. They do not go into pubs. They do not beat up the barman, and they're not at all like you see in the films. But it's just typical of how they portray bikers in a certain film. So you know, they've got bikers, that's in cocky, you've got one slutty, so with the tits, and Chuck Norris comes in. I do remember earlier on before then, he was in a taffy and the same biker was tipping Chuck Norris some shit, and Chuck Norris tapped him by the neck and says, "You got a problem? Got a problem?" Didn't think so. In other words, fuck off. So the same bikers are there again, divvying Chuck shit, and he just literally batters them off. No, typical of Chuck Norris, you know, he's literally kicking the shit out for them, he's knocking them out the window, you name it, he does it. So, yeah, he batters them off. I like that little touch on it. And as I was saying, yeah, the guy's the psycho. He gets out, right, and he own it, kills the girl's fucking brother, the psychiatrist. Kills him. Kills his woman as well, because he had a girlfriend. There's a bit of a stereo scene here, because he killed the brother, right, and then the girl comes in, finds her boyfriend dead. I'm assuming it's a boyfriend or a husband, one or the other, and she's hiding in a finger. You think the psycho's gone out, he's walked out. She walks out, lo and behold, the psycho stood there, grabbed her by the face and literally bashes her head across the wall. Bitty brutal, bitty violent. There's a bit in it where I feel they sort of saw him killing a bit more people, he sort of been more psychopathic, you know, being like an horror and an action film. But when you think about it, he kills them two and then he gets away. And he goes into the hospital. They're about to eliminate him, they're about to put this drug in him, doesn't work. The psycho comes back, gets one of the ones who's about to kill him, rams an eagle in his neck. The one who I like to call the Frankenstein doctor, he gets his neck snapped. But the one that really upsets me, the one that really pisses me off, is, remember the one I said was Chuck Norris's partner? Remember his partner? He gets killed because he tries to chase the girl, the one who killed the brother, and you got that idea he curses him. And it's quite sad really, because I kind of like that character, so I thought it was pretty sad that he died. And I felt there should have been a lot more of Chuck Norris to fronting it, asking the doctor, oh, how did he come back from the dead? Why is he back? What did you do? And there was never any of that. But I still like the film. I still like Silent Raids. I still think it's a good one. Though he's trying to taste the girl, and it's a bit of a cheapy scene here because he's doing this and he's hopping about like this, and he's trying to get it. It's the way he does it. I look silly doing it, but the way he does it is so nervy, so frightening. And when you think about it, the one who played the psycho didn't really have that many lines. And I didn't think he needed that many lines. I think he played it pretty good. I think he played it good. And you know what's so sad? I'm going to do another review in another film in maybe a few weeks called The First Power. And this same actor who played the psycho in Silent Raids, I should say, he was going to be playing the role of the psycho in the film The First Power. But sadly to say, he never got the role because they didn't think he was that much of a good actor. And I think it's sad really, because after seeing him in this, I thought he was brilliant. He didn't have to have that many lines in the film. Again, he fights Chuck Norris. He's hanging on a car, and the car goes over the edge. Typical movie. The car goes on fire, and the guy's on fire, the psycho that is, throws himself in water, comes back out, and I love it. I just love the fight scene that Chuck Norris and him have. He knows he can't kill him because the guy can't die. So he gets him, throws him in a hole. There's a big hole, and he throws him in like a well. Him, Chuck Norris, and his woman walk off. The only bit I couldn't be doing with is your typical sequel bait ending. You've seen it done in a lot of films in that era. The ending right where Chuck Norris and his woman walk off, you think it'll be a happy ending. Down below, the psycho jumps up in the air, cuts, pauses, got music, end of movie. I didn't really think the sequel bait ending where the psycho jumps up, I didn't really think that was really that needed. But still not a bad film. Like I say, Silent Raids, 1982. If you like Chuck Norris, you like action films, you like films with a lot of martial arts, you like horror films, you like slashers, this will probably be the film for you. That is Sight Raids, say it again, from 82. It's a good one. Into then I do more reviews on films, politics and more things on the way. Into then, I'll see you soon.